the greatest wealth is to live content with little. You live as if you were destined to live forever. No thought of your frailty ever enters your head. He who is brave is free. The mind unlearns, with difficulty, what it has long learned. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult. The first step to wisdom is silence, the second is listening. To be everywhere is to be now here. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Time heals what reason cannot. Only time can heal what reason cannot. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. It does not matter how many books you have, but how good the books are which you have. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. You are your choices. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. While we teach, we learn. In the school of life, we learn through both teaching and experience. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The road to wisdom runs through hardship, not through happiness. Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool. A wise man has all the wealth he needs. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. It is not that we have so little time, but that we lose so much. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. No man was ever wise by chance. How does it help to make misfortune heavier by complaining about it? It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. A well-ordered mind is a source of strength. Time discovers truth. We should count each day a separate life. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. The biggest obstacle to wisdom is our ego. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. A happy life is one which is in accordance with its own nature. All cruelty springs from weakness. The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires. To be even-minded is the greatest virtue. We are more concerned about others' opinions than about our own. No one can be happy who has been thrust outside of himself. The difficulty comes from our lack of control over the changes in our own lives. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. A man's as miserable as he thinks he is. No man enjoys the true taste of life, but he who is ready and willing to quit it. You will hear many men saying, "After my 50th year, I shall retire into leisure, my 60th year shall release me from public duties." And what guarantee, pray, have you that your life will last longer? It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that things are difficult. I will keep constant watch over myself and most usefully will put each day up for review. For this is what makes us evil, that none of us looks back upon his own life. We're tight-fisted with property and money, yet think too little of wasting time, the one thing about which we should all be the toughest misers. What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Nothing is so wretched or foolish as to anticipate misfortunes. What madness is it to be expecting evil before it comes? There is nothing the wise man is more sparing of than his time. How does it help to make troubles heavier by bemoaning them? Nothing, to my way of thinking, is a better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop just where he is and pass some time in his own company. I shall never be ashamed of citing a bad author if the line is good. He who indulges empty fears earns himself real fears. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. A man who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than is necessary. No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. A good character, when established, is unassailable. You must match time's swiftness with your speed in using it, and you must drink quickly, as though from a rapid stream that will not always flow. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place, but to be a different person.